Hello and welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com day trading, swing trading, and market wrap report. What we're going to do today is discuss the market quickly and then just move right into the day trades and discuss the different day trades we pursued today and how we did on those. You can view the P&L, the profit loss snapshot, right above the video here and kind of follow along with each trade as we go over it. Okay. First, let's discuss the market. The market was quite an interesting market again today. If you guys paid attention in our daily market reports and our past day trading, swing trading market report blogs, you know that yesterday again we had that late day sell-off just like on Monday, and what happened was we saw increased volume late in the day and the market sold off to close flat to negative the last 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. Well, today on Wednesday, what did we see? We saw the market open here, push up strong on decent volume, then the volume died out, dead volume, and the market kind of just traded sideways. Then early afternoon you saw a push up here, and then again it failed, made a double top, and on Greenspan's remarks and heavy volume, as you can see here, we sold off super hard. What did we do here? We bounced, technical bounce came in, and again we sold off into the close at a double bottom and traded flat after hours. Okay, now I just want to discuss the pattern here again and let everyone realize what kind of pattern we had. We had the M, there, a classic bear pattern. So what again you saw one more time, the M and the A. Always look for that signal in the market, and everything is either an MA or a WV pattern, and we can go over that in our seminars and webinars if you wish to sign up and how to read those appropriately. Okay, what I want to quickly do here is look at the daily. You see a possible topping pattern here, so we are looking for a sell-off, a correction over the next week or two, especially after this week. This week is going to be very light volume, especially coming into tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday because of the long weekend, the Memorial Day weekend. But next week, starting on Tuesday, we should have getting back to normal volume and be right on track with things. And again, we are expecting a sell-off, and it looks to be a possible topping pattern here. So keep a close eye on that. You can also see here we have the stochastics flipping down. We'll follow those closely and find out what's going on. Okay, let's go right into the day trades for today. All right, let's first start off with the swing trade we've held overnight, and that's the DXD, which is the ultra short Dow 30 Pro Shares. Now, again, just to tell everyone what this one is it's 2 times short the Dow. So when the Dow rises 1%, this goes down 2%, and when the Dow drops 1%, it goes up 2%. Very simple to think about it, but the reason we're holding it overnight is because we do believe the market is very overbought here and should correct. So, as you can see here, we have a nice little bottom forming, which is what we based our buy here on for the last couple nights. We've been holding it for a couple days now, and overall we're pretty much flat on it, but we do expect that correction in the market, which should give us a nice move up to at least the 20 MA right here. And that price looks to be $50.90. So that's our initial target on that swing trade that we're holding as a kind of a hedge for the market portfolio of day trades. All right. Next up, what I want to look at is our first day trade, which was XTLB. And the reason we chose this as a day trade in the middle of the day was based on a sympathy play. Now, a sympathy play is going off another stock which does the same thing as this stock, and that stock happened to rise dramatically. And that stock was this here, Cypress Biosciences. Now, on good drug trial results, this stock moved up almost 100%. Its last trade was $16.37, up almost $8 for the day. So as you can see, that's almost 100% move. They came out with good drug trial, and in turn, we found this nice little stock here that is creating a drug just like theirs, and we said, okay, once we see a little volume come into the stock, let's jump right into it, and hopefully it will go up, and we thought it would break 4. So we bought in at 385. The stock pushed up to 390. All right, at 390 it began to fail here and started to come down. Now the key here is money management. When a day trade does not work out, you have to exit it almost immediately. You cannot wait around to see if a half an hour later it works out in your favor, because 99% of the time it will not. So what happened here, came right down to 380. At which point we said, okay, we're going to take the loss. We exited it and took a $95 loss. As you can see, that was the right move, because as later in the day, it just fell right down lower and we would have taken a bigger loss. Anytime you take a loss on a stock and it's under $100, consider that a victory, because one one winner will wipe that out plus some, as you see later on in our trades. The next trade we did was ASTM. Now what we noticed here was that all of a sudden, about 10 to 10:30 in the morning, volume came into all the stem cell stocks. And thinking that there might have been news from California on stem cells or some ruling in the court system, we jumped right in here at 147. Now our downside was analyzed, and it was 145-ish was a worst case scenario here, just coming back to flat again. So at 2 cents on 5,000 shares, our worst case scenario is a $100 loss. Well, the stock pushed up to 48, 49. We're holding our 5,000. Touched 49, but it didn't push through. We had a sell order out at 149, 5,000 shares to grab a quick $100 in a matter of a minute, and they did not take us. At that point, the stock started to fail down here. At which point we said again, not worth the risk. Let's get out flat. No loss, no gain, no big deal, and we'll move on. We sold 147 for a flat trade. No loss, no gain. Okay, the next trade we did was GLD, the Street Tracks Gold Trust. Now, if you've been reading our daily market reports, we called the short on gold at 690 quite accurately, and it traded as low as 650s, where it's hovering around 660 right now. Now, we do believe this is going lower, and that was part of the reason we based our day trade today on this. What we saw here was a gap up and a classic bear short pattern. And what I mean by that is, look at this. You have a shoulder, head, shoulder. All right, when you have a head and shoulder pattern in a market, whether it's a market or a stock, it's a dead-on short call. So what we ended up doing was we waited for a close right below the 20 MA. We took 1,000 shares short at 665.71. And again, just as the pattern predicts, we had a nice fall here. Right here is the 200-day. I don't have it in on this chart, but that's where the 200. It touched the 200. We covered at 65.47 for a $240 gain. All right, that's a classic pattern, and I encourage all of you to join our day trading chat room so you can learn those patterns and understand where you can make money and where you should stay out of the market and not risk it. Okay, our last trade of the day was CTTY. CTTY, we noticed earlier in the day, 20,000 bid come in at $1.20. Now, seeing that is quite a significant bid for a stock that only trades 20 to 40,000 shares a day. All right. Now, when this stock runs, it really runs. You can run up 20%, 30% on almost nothing. So what we ended up doing here was we saw that bid come in and it alerted our attention. Later in the day, we saw more bids come in of 20,000 shares, but it was moving up and up. And all of a sudden, we saw a 50,000 share bid at 132. At that point, we bought 3,000 shares. The stock reacted to that large bid, and all the day traders tried to jump in here. Well, not a lot, but a little bit. They pushed it up to 142, at which point we had our sellout. Now, they took only 300 of our shares, so we made $24 closed profit, and it started to come back down, and it settled at 136. Now, knowing how stocks trade and understanding, what we're going to do is we're holding those 2,700 overnight now, and we have an open P&L there, as you can see, of $54. And we're going to hope that know that those bids will be back tomorrow, and there should be additional appreciation back into the 140s, at which point we'll take our $200, $250 and be happy with it. Any weakness in it, we'll look to just cut it right there at a flat trade and move on. But we do believe that we should see a nice push up tomorrow based on those bids today. Okay, that will do it for tonight's day trading, swing trading, and market wrap. We encourage you all to join the Swing Trade Alerts, which we have a sale going on right now for $99.95 until the end of May. If you get it now, you can lock in that price for as many months as you want. And we also encourage you all to join the day trading chat room, where not only will you follow a pro trader, but you will also be taught during the day about how to read level 2, how to go over chart patterns and technicals. All right, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.